Hey guys, it is April from Getting Hygge With It. Today I wanted to bring you on a little tour of my bookcase. This is the IKEA Expedite bookcase. I'm not completely in love with it. I do want another one at some point, but I do love how deep the shelves are for this case, and I kind of double stack my books. So right here is the very top of my bookshelf. That Eiffel Tower was from my nanny. And here we go. This is the first set of shelves. So this first set of shelves are basically where I keep a lot of my contemporary. There's another contemporary shelf down below, but this is a lot of like family drama, contemporary, I find. And like I said before, they're double stacked. So the ones that I'm really eager to read sooner than later are the ones in the front. And then the ones I'd like to get to at some point are in the back. And then over here we've got my beauty and home books. I adore these books, and they're honestly really great coffee table books, but I get a lot out of use out of them for sure. And then moving on, we've got some nonfiction and some biographies as well, and these are the ones I want to read most. That Nora Ephron, I Feel Bad About My Neck, was signed, which is so awesome. Okay, moving on to the second set of shelves. This is where I keep most of my thrillers and horror. I love it. And then I have my sci-fi and fantasy here too. I originally had my thrillers and horrors separate, but it just wasn't working for me, so I decided to take out the thriller and horror books that I'm really excited to get to and put them up front, and then have sequels and other thrillers that I'm excited to read but I don't need to read right this minute to the back. So basically, when I go to my shelves and I'm looking for a new scary read, I feel like I'm the luckiest girl in the world because I have so many to choose from. Now, you know me, I don't always reach for fantasy and sci-fi, but when I am in the mood for them, this is my little nook. There are more in the back, like Lord of the Rings. All of the classics are back there. But these are the ones I'm most excited for these days. Okay, so here we go on to my third shelf. I've got a little bit of contemporary, some historical fiction, and more historical fiction. So here's the contemporary stuff. This is mostly stories about little old men who are frustrated. That seems to be the take here. And then we've got my gothic romance books. I am often in the mood for that, and now I have a shelf just for that. And then I recently categorized my historical fiction into countries. So here we've got Britain. And all of England is right here. Lots of World War I and World War II historical fiction there. In the very back, there's more British historical fiction. And then in the front, we've got stories from different areas. So some of them might take place in France and Germany and what have you. So that's a mishmash. This next shelf is a bunch of countries. We've got, well, basically going way back to the time of Jesus and like going way back in the Bible. We've got Ireland, we've got Russia and Italy, we've got some Australia and also Canada. On to the fourth bookshelf, and we've got more historical fiction, as you can tell, and my classics. So this shelf contains Germany and also France, so plenty of World War II right here. And this next one, we've got Africa and also America, but specifically about slavery and the Civil War. And then here we go, this is all of my American literature. And moving over to my Asian literature. So these are books that are set in Japan or they're set in China. Some of them are about the Chinese or Japanese experience of moving to America or to another area. And then here are my classics. We've got some books in the back. Most of these books are from when I did my English Lit degree at Queen's. I've also devoted a shelf to children's literature. We've got tons of non-fiction down here. So here is my children's lit. Of course, there's Harry Potter. But there's also a lot of books here that I haven't read. I Capture the Castle, Anne of Green Gables, so many good ones to read. Now, down here, there is more nonfiction, and you're going to see a lot of self-help here. I am a fan. Don't judge. I think it's really good for the soul. And then I've got some historical books down here as well that are nonfiction that I thought were really, really interesting, like the Romanov sisters. I know nothing about them. Very eager. And then here we go, big time self-help. So I hope that you enjoyed coming along and taking a peek at my shelves and my little library. It's still not perfect. I'd love to get other bookshelves so that I'm not double stacking. But for now, this is my bookshelves and I love it.